We're going to go over algebraic expressions, evaluate each expression. If w equals 2, x equals 3, y equals 5, and z equals 6. So let us begin. I'm going to go and do your odds today. Well, if I have 2w and I know that w is 2, then I really just have 2 times 2, don't I? So if I was to do this, it's going to let me change to pen, I should say. Pen, black ink, 2 times 2, well, that's going to be 4, so no big secret there. Do we see how we're doing? It's just using substitution. If I do number 3, that's 9 minus z. Well, I know z is 6, so that's really 9 minus 6, and of course that's going to be 3. Pretty easy, right? I think you guys got the gist of this. Number 5, 3 plus 4 times z. Well, if I know z is 6, that's going to be 3 plus, well, we know 4 times 6 is going to be 24. Okay, so that's going to be 3 plus 24. And 3 plus 24, of course, is going to equal 27. Remember to follow your PEMDAS when you're doing these. Remember, multiplication comes before addition in PEMDAS. Number 7, we have y to the second power. Well, if y is 5, that's really 5 to the second power. And 5 to the second power is 5 times 5, which equals 25. All right, next we have z over 2. Well, if z is 6, that's really 6 over 2. And 6 divided by 2 equals 3. See how we're going through these pretty quick? I expect you guys to be able to do this at home pretty fast yourself. 11 says 12 minus 3m. Well, if m is 3, well, that's 3 times 3, and that's really going to be 12 minus 9. And 12 minus 9 equals 3. Next, we have 3.3p. Well, if p is 9, that's 3.3 times 9. And I'm going to save myself some trouble, get my trusty calculator up. That's 3.3 times 9. That's going to equal 29.7. 29.7. All right, if I go to number 5, now I have 2p, and p is 9, plus 3.3. So 2 times 9 is going to be 18. So we really have 18 plus 3.3. And that's pretty easy to do. I just take 18 and then I line it up with my, well, I'm adding, remember. So I line it up with my 3.3. And I'm going to have 8, 9, 10, 11, 1, pair the 1. That's going to be 21.3 for number 15. All right, let's go to number 17. We got 20 minus 2n. Well, if n is 7, I really have 20 minus, well, 2 times 7 is 14. So 20 minus 14. And that's going to give me 6. If I go to 19, we've got n to the second power. Well, if n is going to be 7, then that means I have 7 times 7, and that's 49. Next, we got number 21. That's p to the second power. P is 9, so that would be 9 to the second power over 3. And 9 times 9 is actually going to give me 81. And 3 stays the same. Now I have to say, what is 81 divided by 3? And 81 divided by 3 is 27. So that's going to give us 27. I'm going to erase these now leading up to 22 to make sure that I don't have anybody Just going to the end and copying here. And if we do that and we go into number 22, remember that 22 is following these over here. So 22 was n. N is 7. And if n is 7, that's 1. Sorry. That's going to give me 1.1 plus 7. And we have to line it up properly. And if I do that, that's really just going to give me 8.1. We're off to number 24 now. 3.6 times m. Well, remember the m was 3. So really, that's just going to give us 3.6 times 3. And c, that's going to be 8. Here, the 1. That gives us 9 plus 1 is 10. And of course, we have to move 1 back, which is going to give us 10.8. 25 says 3n minus 2m. Well, n is 7 and m is 3. M is 3, n is 7. So m is 3. Let's see here, a little glitch. 3 and n is 7. So we scratch those out and make sure that n was 7 and m was 3. Very good. That's going to leave us to 3 times 7, which is 21, minus 2 times 3, which is 6. And 21 minus 6 is going to give us 15. Over here we got 2.1n, and remember n was 7. So that's going to give us 2.1 times 7. That answer plus p, remember p is 9. That answer plus 9 is going to give us the answer to our problem. So 1 times 7, that's 7. 2 times 7, that's going to be 14. And we have to move 1 decimal back. So now we got 14.7 plus 9. That's going to give me 23.7. All right, we're down to number 28 now. 28, it's saying for m, and if m is 3, then I have 3 to the second power over 9. Here's the problem with that. 3 to the second power is 3 times 3 over 9. And we all know that's really a 9 over 9. And any number over itself, of course, equals 1. So the answer to that one is 1. Okay. Let's move on to number... Oh, I started doing the even. So I guess I'm going to leave the last two to y'all because I should have just did number 29. But I think you get the gist of it, and I'm pretty sure you can complete these. Good luck, and see you tomorrow.